from the 17th of the second month of 1443, 4 of potions, ace of presents, knight of needles, and 2 of portion, with the 8 of candles reversed. Don't just merely take resources for yourself. Monetary and other material has its time and place. With quick-witted maturity, maintain the pace. Connect with an active harmony in more than living relationships. It won't ultimately help any if you face life without your true goals and ethics. And what are your initial thoughts about the cards and phone?
I picked up 2 things very distinctly, and that was sharing and health, good health. So yeah.
Sharing. I think of this in terms of health.
Yeah, that's where I saw health. And
so
was
connect with an active harmony in more than living relationships. And this is often shown as the love card, the 2 of cups. And the ace of presents is, of course, the ace of discs. And we have monetary and other material has its time and place. Of course, you know, in the movie, this is the thing that this is one of the toys that turns on the receivers of the toys. And you know, as far as one that stands out as a cool looking card, we have the Knight of Needles here, and that would be with quick-witted maturity, maintain the pace.
Maintain the pace. I like that.
Who was that scientist? There was a scientist that, you know, he didn't believe, he wasn't Christian. So his Christian students broke into his home in the middle of the night. One of them was all dressed in a with horns and hooves and like some sort of stereotypical devil. And the guy woke up. He opened up a one eye, looked from under his cover or something, and said, "You have horns and hooves. You're a vegetarian. You won't hurt me." And then he went back to bed.
Hey,
because he was an expert in telling what animals could do based on, you know, what you see from their remains. And ancient people could do that. If they found dinosaur bones, they didn't have to literally encounter dinosaurs. They could have made the same guesses that they could have from the other bones. I mean, they were hunters. They dismembered the bodies. You know, it was, you know, and you know, the candles, so you know, the needles is the swords, the candles is the wands, the potions is the cups, and presents is the disc here. But so this is interesting, you know, little one. I don't even know what this monster is supposed to be.
I see some earth in that.
Well, he's the candle guy, but
maybe it's the green.
I guess it's the maybe those are horns. Are those horns coming off his head that are black and white, black and orange striped, and
like a spoolie. I'm gonna make up a name for it and call it a spoolie.
It won't ultimately help any if you face life without your true goals and ethics. And what's the one? Don't merely take resources for yourself. So, I mean, you feed yourself and all that stuff, but just don't be selfish with it. Like you see raccoons. Raccoons will like take the food and they're like, "I'm done," and throw it all over the place. And uh, 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 you know,
I-
they chased off the cats, and the cats don't eat it. The cats can't get it, and the possums can't get it. But you know, they're the only creature around here that you know.
they're contrary little critters.
And you
Huh?
definitely don't want to mistake a raccoon from a cat with a cat in the dark. Um,
I'd not. Yeah, I'd say those claws are much bigger. Attack.
and so we turn, I guess, to what was mentioned. So for Samhain, it actually comes from things that have spelling similar to Samhain. I kind of think that the Gaelic and Gallic may have origins in other languages, and like over time they decided to keep some of the same sounds, but the spell, I mean, some of the same sounds, and sometimes they didn't, and the spelling just stayed the same. But we have the death and the temperance card, you know, about a week into November, not aligning with Halloween, All Saints Day, or All Souls Day. Um, okay, we got 4 minutes left here. But you know, this death card, death is like, you know, so there's a cleric meaning that the stages of life is, you know, it's a spiritual thing. You know, birth, death, marriage. You know, if there's some coming of age ceremony, hopefully they don't have to trim parts of your body or something for that. But
True. Yeah, true. I agree.
or hurt you for no good reason. I understand going hunting with the guys for the first time or something like that, but not not stick your hand in some animal's hole, and
Oh,
you
right.
got to control yourself when you get bit here. Thank you. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
and so even the wealthiest just fall down, whatever your position in society. But it's less about actual physical death. And the temperance card, of course, the angel,
Sages.
mixing things and all that stuff. Land and water, sun. Is there a moon somewhere? Not on this card, I guess. So
Not on this one. Well,
okay, let me.
behind her could be a moon. Is this the one you're talking about?
Oh well, there's that special message. You know, so you know the male has merged with the female, and the female with the male, and kind of transcended their stereotypes, you could say. And there's all sorts of alchemical stuff you could say with that one. But
Yeah.
Crowley kind of mixed two cards together. Crowley originally, you know, the Golden Dawn has two cards for that, and the one card is a, you know, like the Ascent, and the other's not. But Crowley kind of mixed the two over time. But he didn't just have one card made for the Temperance card, and then all of a sudden that was the thing.
Okay.
So, you know, it's forming a balance. You know, you're of this world. I mean, you're in this world but not of it, or you're of both worlds, or however you want to phrase it.
Yeah.
And that death card, like that cosmic dance of death, it's less obvious than drawing a multi-armed blue Shiva figure stepping on someone, but it's, you know, to me that's what it seems, that the Thoth Tarot just seems to capture that so well, I think.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot going on in both of these cards. I see layers, patterns, steps, stages.
Well,
Uh,
even a deck like this, it's not.
mhm.
This does better than most of the art decks. I can actually think with this deck how it relates to each individual card. A lot of the art decks, you just have no idea until they tell you.
Right.
So, But yeah, there's the different things. There's a creature that brings death. There's the creatures that work with death, the creatures that really aren't death or living. I'm talking about the car, like the snake and the eagle or vulture or whatever, and the scorpion.
Yeah.
Scorpion's like a survivor.